Hi folks, my life has been an absolute roller coaster the past year, and I had a lot of things going on in my personal life that I had to take care of, both positive and negative. I'm going to talk today about a positive change though. One of the many things that have been going on in my life is the fact that Vicky and I were planning our wedding, and we had, count them, 3 weddings in 2 months. How, Eric? How is that possible? You must be a terrible planner. Hey. Shut up. For those catching up, I have a video about when we went to Kauai, Hawaii, and I spontaneously proposed under the shooting stars, the shadow of a mountain on one side of us and the beach on the other. It was like too perfect of an opportunity to pass up.
Hello?
America!
We wanted to just give you some news.
We're engaged!
Yay! Oh my god, congratulations! He kind of called.
Thanks,
I
guys.
was really salty about he was like, either they're pregnant or engaged. And I was like, she's not pregnant! Congratulations! I'm so happy for you, dog! I want to cry!
I knew I was going to propose to Vicky at some point, but since this was a spontaneous proposal, just due to how amazing that night was, I didn't have a ring. So we picked up a couple of coconut shell rings for like $3 each, and those became our engagement rings. Fun fact, I immediately lost my ring.
Aw, shit.
Luckily, we bought a few since they're just a few dollars, and that, my friends, is why we don't do diamonds. In addition to the fact that the diamond industry does a lot of shady things and its perceived value is purely a construct of a marketing campaign and resource monopoly. So I don't personally support the diamond industry, but to each their own, and you do whatever makes you happy, because we should all just be happy and stop judging each other. You do you, homie. We do a lot of rock climbing, water sports, snowboarding, and different like adventurous activities. So wearing a ring isn't really feasible for our lifestyle. So a few years ago, we got tattoo rings instead. Link to that video under the like button too.
You think you're so cool because you have a tattoo ring, don't you?
Yeah. So fast forward to our 7-year anniversary, and that date was going to fall on a Saturday in 2022, which would be a perfect day for a wedding. But that pesky worldwide sickness is still around. So venues still have protocols going on. We settled on the same garden art gallery on the lakeshore that we had our very first date. It was perfect, small and intimate, and bookended our dating life from first date all the way to wedding.
Hey, Vicky, am I romantic and thoughtful?
No, I'm busy.
Oh, okay. Hey, Villa, am I romantic and thoughtful?
No, she's busy too.
Since the venue was small and they still had those protocols in place that I was mentioning, we were only allowed to have about 20-ish people at the wedding. So with my family and Vicky's immediate family already filling that quota, like we just didn't have room to invite anybody else. So our wedding was going to be like very intimate. No friends, no extended family, pretty much just our immediate households. So if you're watching this and you're not invited to the wedding, which is pretty much everyone, since even our best friends and aunts and uncles and everything were not invited, unfortunately, please note that it was not personal. It was a product of our circumstances with our budget combined with venue restrictions. Please forgive me. I love you. So along comes the day, everything's in place. We've booked the venue, we've ordered the beautiful custom vegan cake, we've ordered the food, and 7 of Vicky's family members either catch, you know what, or they have to isolate because they're living in the same space as someone with it. Since we only have about 20 people at the wedding, that's like a third of our entire guest list, including Vicky's siblings and parents. We had no choice but to cancel wedding number 1.
Hello?
Hey Eric, we got COVID.
We did, however, still want to keep our official wedding date the same as our anniversary date, so we eloped in our backyard that day with only our sisters as witnesses. But now to rebook everything, we chose the next available date at the venue a month and a half later. We had to reorder all the food and the cake and all that jazz. And Vicky and I get the dreaded sickness for the first time ever.
Hello?
Hey me, I've got COVID.
Like, are you serious? Each time these have happened, it's so close to the wedding date that we lose not just our deposits, but like the entire fee. They even made the cake already, so obviously we can't get our money back.
We have COVID, so Danny brought us our wedding cake, which we cannot
We cannot cut ourselves or do anything with ourselves. So here we're getting a glimpse of our wedding cake.
Want me to open this all the way up? Yeah?
It's
no?
okay.
I'll open it up. Why not?
Our cake. Our cake. And these would have been our ornaments to go on it. Since we were sick, we had no choice but to suck it up and cancel, with lost costs there and losing out on work contracts for all these wedding dates. Getting sick cost us about $8,000. I know that's chump change compared to most people's weddings, but just remember that we got absolutely nothing out of it. We essentially spent $8,000 to lay in bed at home struggling to breathe. So that's not chump change anymore. That's $8,000 for nothing to happen. Oh, awesome! This thing. I've always wanted this thing, and it only costs... Vicky was feeling down that day that once again we didn't get married, so I decided to surprise her with an early look at the gift I was saving for our 1-year anniversary, which is a journal with a summary of every single day of the first year of our marriage. Let me see your pretty face. Honey.
That camera ready.
Okay, you hold the camera. Okay. It's not ready yet. So our wedding has been canceled twice because of COVID. First with Vicky's family, and then now with us. I got this journal, and we also have all these little Polaroids that I'm going to be sticking in there. And I was going to read this on our wedding day for Vicky. V plus E. Mwah. Did you like that? Am I romantic and thoughtful?
No, I'm busy.
We waited another few weeks and decided to just bite the bullet and get married at Vicky's family house, because it's big enough to let us all have like a casual dinner together. So finally, something went right, and the third time was a charm. We had our traditional Chinese tea ceremony and we were married. Yay! So that's the story of our 3 weddings. Next, I will regale you with the epic tale of our honeymoon. We slept in our car on our friend's driveway in Angus. That's it. That was our honeymoon.